Welcome to Energy Markets Talk number 3. Today it's Istanbul calling with Nazli Naseh, Director and Editor at Montel-Foreks. Thanks, Nazli, for joining. How are you doing?
Hi, Patrick. Thank you. Doing very well. And you?
Also good. Yeah. It's not easy in the lockdown, but yeah, all is well. How is the lockdown impacting your work?
Well, actually, as the Montel-Foreks, we're completely web-based service. So it didn't take us much time to move our work from the office to homes, but we're working from home since 2 months now. And since Istanbul is an extremely crowded city, I think we even save some time with the commuting to work or meetings every day. And so since 2 months, it's going well now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're constantly monitoring the Turkish electricity and gas markets. Of course, energy demand went down. So what's happening over there to power and gas prices? Can you share a little bit of market insights from Turkey?
Yeah, sure. I'll try to wrap up the situation. Well, I must say in the beginning, there was a big panic feeling, I think, in the energy markets because there was a lot of uncertainty. But since this, as the situation developed, I think it's a bit more clearer now. The main reason for this was that the demand outcome was uncertain, as in many other places, as you know. So we saw Turkish power demand drop by 15% year on year, and 17% on a monthly basis, right? And despite the soft lockdown in Turkey compared to European cities, the power demand drop is almost the same with European cities. So when we look at the prices, we see power prices declined 3% in April year on year on Turkish lira.
Yeah.
But if you look at the prices from US dollars, it's a completely different scenario. It's 19% year on year and 32% decline on a monthly basis since March.
Yeah.
Right. So during this time, we also saw a huge fluctuation of US dollars and Turkish lira currency, which also affects the whole economy, right?
Yeah.
So we saw around 10% nosedive since the beginning of April in the currency, and almost 20% since the beginning of the year. So this also slowed down power markets trading, I must say, because the currency uncertainty is a big risk factor, and for both parties. And when we come to natural gas prices, obviously, natural gas prices are crucial for to determine power prices, and natural gas prices are determined by oil prices. So we saw record low levels of oil prices in the last weeks, but we will see the effect of these in the coming months, I think. So we, even though now there are some production cuts in oil industry, I think Turkey will have a good advantage in this because we're a net importer of oil. And we may see some drops in the natural gas prices in the coming months if the authorities decide to reflect the drop of oil prices into natural gas prices. Yeah,
of course. Yeah. And what about the energy mix in Turkey? Did that change a lot then because of the price drops?
Yeah, well, we see that at this point, renewables have the advantage in the merit order, but also because of the long-term feed-in tariff revenues they have, they're in a more stable situation. They're not subject to a market price, so this is a good news for the renewables. But I think when it comes to renewables, we might see some future delays in the investments, right? Because of return on investments or delays from logistical reasons or imports. I think thermal power plant generation is expected to drop, because overall demand is expected to drop for the rest of this year and also 2021.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's of course a financial risk along with the demand and price drop, right? So we see currently renegotiations of existing contracts, maybe termination of some existing contracts, and there could be a liquidity risk as well.
Yeah, yeah. And well, you already gave some insights into the future, what you think is going to happen. How long do you think it will take before things will get a little bit back to normal again?
Well, I'm not sure if it's things are going back to normal as we know it, business as usual as before, right? So I think this crisis is testing us, like the whole world, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the return to normal life depends on the treatment and also policy responses to prevent the damages, right? So we will see definitely a different way of living in the future. But if, for example, we say if in the spring of 2021 we want to see big events and public events, that will be because of a treatment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to be honest, I'm a bit skeptical about economies coming back to normal.
Yeah.
We also have to consider the fact that transportation and tourism will take longer time to resume. And if we look at Turkey, this crisis actually, caught us during a fragile economy. We are taking serious measures to prevent economic slowdown, but as the whole world is shrinking, we obviously also look for downsizing, I think from 2.5% to 6%, the whole world economy.
Yeah.
So I think at the moment, everything will depend on the treatment, as everybody's saying, and this could take up to 9 months or 2 years, and meanwhile we'll be living in a simpler ways, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course, there's a big impact on everybody. You have an even bigger life-changing experience coming up.
Very soon.
Maybe. So thank you for now, Nazli, and I wish you all the best for these coming weeks. Stay safe, and I hope I talk to you soon.
You as well, and looking forward to ETCSEE soon.